seconded. Request one. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. If you had not attended a zoning board of appeals meeting before, the task of the board is to grant or deny requests to vary the town of Lewiston code, hence a variance request, to allow or disallow a project brought to us because it cannot be built or performed as presented without a hearing to determine whether, upon presentation of the details of the request, the board will grant a variance to continue the project or a denial to prohibit a project as presented. And with that, I would like to open the public hearing for variance request of Sanborn Area Historical Society, Saunders Settlement Road, SBL number 118.00-1-22.12. Is there anyone who would like to speak to this issue? If so, please go to the microphone and identify yourself.
Steve, you want to start or not?
I can start. My name is Steve Long from VID000017, and we're going to request a variance for our solar project that went in front of the planning board, and they realized there was an issue with the zoning, so we're here tonight to present what we're going to request for today. Okay, I have Mark
I'd say at the
he's
table
our
up here,
support engineer on the
title.
project.
Okay, thank you.
So Steve, my name is Mark Kenward with Urban Anthony Consulting Engineers. We're assisting Borrego with the civil site work plans and entitlement submitting for this project, which will construct and operate a 5 megawatt community solar energy system at 2660 Saunders Settlement Road in the town of Lewiston, located on the south side of the road, approximately 650 feet west of Bridgman Road. The site has historically been used as actively tilled farmland, although in the last 2 to 3 years the central portion has remained fallow and is reverting back to brush. The land at the southern portion and along the northwest portion of the property are still actively tilled farmland. The northwest portion will remain untouched. The site is owned by the Sanborn Area Historical Society, which houses a museum and event center on the property at the northern portion of the site, and that will remain untouched. The project site area is approximately 59.53 acres, and it has frontage on Saunders Settlement Road and is approximately 1,952 feet deep. The project will encompass approximately 42.7 acres of the central and southern portion furthest from Saunders Settlement Road. There will be 2 fenced arrays totaling 23.35 acres. One array will be on the north side of the stream that bisects the property, and one will be on the south side. We were also looking at putting all access to the site. The Historical Society has a strip of, I guess it was former railroad right away, that extends from the southeast corner of the site along the railroad all the way up to the near the intersection of West Street and Niagara Street in the hamlet of Sanborn. The issue came up is that while the Sanborn historical, most of the site is zoned properly for the community solar project, which is zoned RR, there was a small portion of this former railroad property that landed in a general business district. And I will also point out that in the application, this was one time prior to 2012 zoned industrial, which was also would have been an acceptable use for the solar. Now the problem or the issue came up is we were going to use this for access to the site, and we were also going to have what we call the pole farm interconnect up here in this piece that was zoned general business. So what we learned at the planning board meeting was that because this was all connected to the solar project, it was not allowed use. And we couldn't even use it for even construction or temporary access to the site. So we have reworked the plan, and access to the site will be come in from Saunders Settlement Road along an existing driveway and farm lane, and it will have access to on the north end. But the